welcome back to Candy's Classic Game Shrine. I'm here in the shrine today talking about the Nintendo DS, the original one, also known as the Nintendo DS Fat. It was launched back in 2004 alongside with the later Game Boy Advance consoles, and it's a 7th gen console. It was supposed to coexist alongside with the Game Boy systems and have its own system of DS family consoles. But as we all know, that didn't work out very well, and the DS wound up becoming backwards compatible with Game Boy Advance games, and the Game Boy line just kind of faded away. The Nintendo DS is a really comfortable console to hold and to play games on. It's got the width of the original Game Boy Advance. Here, I'll take this right here so you can see. This is the original DS right here. And this is the original Game Boy Advance. I loved the original Game Boy Advance because unlike the SP models, when you held it, your hands weren't smushed together as closely as you would on, say, one of these, because they're nowhere near as wide. But they did take a lot of good ideas from the SP models. For instance, the new DS has the clamshell design that the SP model does. It has the shoulder buttons, of course. I mean, that was all part of the newer Game Boy models, but the DS also introduced the X and Y buttons over here. Prior to that, there were no X and Y buttons on the Game Boy systems. There was also a microphone built in. It wasn't used very much. Certain games like the Nintendogs used it, and a couple other things for gimmicks here and there, but it was never that big as it is now with the 3DSs and things of that sort. This also had a backlit screen. No more having to kill your eyes trying to see what you're playing. Nintendo finally kept it as a all-the-time thing that you would see later on in all of their consoles. On top of that, they added certain features such as the Pictochat, fixing your own profile settings, naming your system, etc. Now, Pictochat, I'll turn the system on for you now. Oh yes, before I forget, the DS was the first handheld console, to feature stereo sound. And they have a normal headphone jack here, so no more ridiculous accessories. Now, when you're brought to this here, you will see your home menu. I'm not sure if there's a glare. Now, on the bottom here, you'll see you can choose your game, your DS game up here, and your Game Boy Advance game on the bottom. And on either side here are the Pictochat and the Pictochat and settings. There we go. For the life of me, I couldn't think of it. So I will show you what the Pictochat is, because we all know what Game Boy Advance gameplay is like. I had a video on that review, and let's see, Pictochat. We will open up here. Oh yes, another feature that was brought in was the DS download and play. If a person that you knew had the game, or certain games even only needed one cart, it would allow two-player gaming. You can download it temporarily. Now, you would be brought into a thing, you choose a chat room. My goodness, the glare on this is terrible. This is budget video making, guys. And you have a keyboard here, or you can scribble crap. There you go. And then you hit send, but it only worked with local Wi-Fi, so if you or a sibling or a cousin or a friend or a schoolmate had one, you can send each other messages back and forth. Nobody ever really used it. If I remember correctly, it is discontinued in all of the other systems today. Anytime you want to perform a system maintenance on it, or change the time, the system makes itself shut off, which is a bit annoying that it had to reset every time you made any adjustment to it whatsoever, but it's old technology, and it was the first of its kind at the time. Now you'll see Super Princess Peach. This is one of my DS games. Let's see. I can't tell if you guys can see this or not, but if you touch the bottom screen, the map makes certain sounds and interacts with your finger. But I like this game. I don't know why everybody complains saying that it's too sexist and all that nonsense. Matter of fact, I kind of wish they'd come up with more of these. And just so you can see the touch screen working. There you go. There, she's pissed off now and she's going to burn everything. But just a quick demonstration, guys, but you get the idea. This has been around for a while, so finding flashcards for these are pretty easy. Not that I'm saying I completely condone using flashcards. Maybe. Okay, but yes. This is a great system. The problem I have with this, which isn't too big of a deal since I collect the systems anyway, but if you're an OG Game Boy fan and you want to play your games, unfortunately you're going to have to play them on a different console like the SP. Because Nintendo stopped supporting the old Game Boy games with this. Basically, they discontinued it and kind of killed it off, so everybody would buy the Game Boy Advance and DS games. But, again, that's a small complaint. The screen could be a bit brighter, but, again, it was the first one that they came out with, so let's give it a little bit of a break. Thanks, guys, for watching, and if you have any questions, suggestions, or anything, just comment below. Thanks, take care.